when we bought the caravan park, Kath came around and she was sort of talking to me, and we were standing around, and she was saying, what can we do, to improve the place? And I'm sort of sitting there, because I'm sort of looking around, and, I don't know, what do you think? And she said, I think what we need is a really good shed where we can get people out of their caravans and bring them down here. They can all get to know one another, and we can get to know them and say good day and all that sort of thing, like get mingle, like that's what it's about. And I said, oh yeah, okay, yeah, a shed. Because I'm a builder, see? And I said, oh, a shed? Oh, I'll get you a shed. We've only got one, we only had one Irish resident in Ilfracombe, and you won't believe, but his name was Pat. Fair income. And we all called him Mick.
If you've ever lived upon a farm, you'll know the feeling well, how easy it is to get the visitors from hell. You know those mongrels from the city who invite themselves to stay because they only want a holiday where they don't have to pay. I hope no one is from the city. It might seem pretty cynical, but I was just a kid and I'd seen it happen every year. It's what they always did. Turn up with a box of fruit, some ice cream and half a slab of beer, and act like it was a favour if they stayed there half the year. And all on the assumption that you'd be real glad to see the half-brother of Uncle Harry's wife's third cousin B.
So then we started fishing. I was learning really fast, but I had a little trouble as I taught myself to cast. I heard some funny noises and my dad was acting queer. But when I turned around and looked at him, my hook was in his ear. It did seem a little funny, but Dad's face was looking drawn. It took about an hour to free the hook, the ear, and the prawn.
Our granny told me when I was just 10 that a snake's about as dangerous as half a dozen men. Well, we lived by a golden rule back then, that the only good snake was a dead one, friend. We'd find him in the paddock and we'd see him at the back, grab a piece of dead wood, and with one crack, that snake would be finished. Then we'd throw him in the sack, skin him, tan him, and hang him on the rack. But old Granny was the greatest. She was calm and still. And I never saw a snake that Granny couldn't kill.